Another day, good day, Great Wells. The next section is urban settlements. This photograph here is of Johannesburg. So if we look at South Africa's urban population, the latest statistics I could get were for 2018, and at the time South Africa was standing at a urbanization percentage of 66.36%. Just for interest's sake, in the previous census in 2010, South Africa was at 62%. So that's got to tell you something about the rural-urban migration that is happening in this country. Some definitions that we need to know for this section. Urbanization, this is the process where a population is increasingly living in urban centers instead of rural centers, and it is expressed as a percentage of the total population. Urban growth is where the number of people living in an urban center actually increases. And then urban sprawl is the size of the settlement itself. It's often referred to as unplanned growth, hence the word sprawl, sort of spreading out all over the place. And this can be both residential and commercial. So here's a map that I got from Wikipedia showing percentage of urbanization per country, and this was for 2015. You can definitely see a big difference here between developed and developing countries, where we are with that. So finally, the factors that affect the location of an urban settlement. You remember what we had a look at with the rural settlements was situation and site factors. Just to recap there, situation is where settlement is in relation to something else or somewhere else, whereas site, a specific factor, site factors that come into play about where a settlement is situated. So there definitely are normally more than one factors that are responsible for the location of a settlement. So they could be historical, political, physical, social, economic, or a combination of these. In South Africa, we see that we have a much denser population distribution in the eastern half of the country, as we've got a much higher rainfall in the east. Can you remember why we've got more rainfall on the eastern side of the country? Ocean currents, there's your clue. So nowadays, water is not such a determining factor anymore because water can just be pumped into or piped into an area. What also does happen is that initially one factor might have been very important. A good example is Kimberley in the Western Cape. We see a picture of it here. And that's the Kimberley Hole, the big hole. That was established because diamonds were discovered in Kimberley, and this is where they mined the diamonds initially. Now the area relies a lot more on agriculture and tourism and is also in fact a central place. That's a theory that we're going to have a look at a bit later. That's it. Thank you.